All rise. The 482nd District Criminal Court is now in session. Honorable Maritza Antu is now presiding.
Good morning. Please be seated. Okay, we're going on the record, so I need complete silence in the courtroom, please. Court calls State of Texas versus Oscar Rosales in cause number 1756017, charged with the offense of capital murder. I'm going to ask the parties to identify themselves for purposes of the record, please, for the State of Texas.
State of Texas, Sean Tier. Nathan Moss.
And for the defense.
Rudy Parker. For the defense. Alan Taylor.
Thank you. The record will reflect that both sides are present in the courtroom, as well as the defendant, Oscar Rosales. The defendant is assisted by an interpreter, Raquel Fleischer, who has been sworn in, and her assistance is there if needed. This is the defendant's initial appearance in this court, and as such, I will hear the probable cause in this case. I will address the issue of bail, and I will hear any motions filed by the parties. At this time, the court will hear probable cause. State?
Thank you, Judge. With your permission, I'll remove the mask just for PC
Yes, sir.
clarity. Okay. On the morning of January 23rd, 2020, Houston Police Department Special Investigations Unit was called out to the 9100 block of Beechnut. Upon arrival, they were allowed by Precinct 5 to review body camera and dash camera footage that shows that at approximately 12:30 a.m., Corporal Galloway of Precinct 5 cleared himself from a service call and activated his emergency lights and sirens in a fully marked patrol vehicle to conduct a traffic stop on a white Toyota Avalon bearing Texas license plate LYL0927. The driver of the Toyota Avalon continued to drive at a slow pace until he came to a stop at approximately the 9100 block of Beechnut Street in Harris County, Texas, with Corporal Galloway behind him. Corporal Galloway attempted to notify dispatch of the stop. As Corporal Galloway did this, his body-worn camera and dash camera captured the driver's side of the white Avalon open. A white male wearing a dark colored top and a light colored bottom exited the vehicle and immediately turned toward Corporal Galloway, pointing a firearm in his direction. Dash camera footage showed the male firing repeated gunshots in the direction of Corporal Galloway. Accompanying body-worn camera footage showed Corporal Galloway in the driver's seat of his patrol vehicle as he received multiple gunshots through the front windshield. The male was seen re-entering the white Avalon immediately after shooting and fleeing the location. Houston patrol officers, along with the Houston Fire Department medics, responded to the scene. Corporal Galloway was found seated in his patrol car and was observed to have sustained multiple gunshot wounds. Corporal Galloway was pronounced deceased by HFD medics at the scene at 12:50 in the morning. Detectives conducted a vehicle search through the Texas DMV database on Texas license plate LYL0927. The return of the vehicle showed it was registered to Reina Asuncia Pereira Marquez at 5510 Calm Court, Houston, Texas. Detective N. Alvarado and Sergeant M. Yosencio drove to the aforementioned location and made contact with a Hispanic female, identifying herself as Reina A. Pereira Marquez. During an interview, Raina claimed ownership of the White Avalon and stated her common law husband of 17 years, Oscar Rosales, date of birth March 10, 1970, picked up the White Avalon from their residence at Concord at approximately midnight on January 23, 2022, and left his white Dodge Ram pickup truck bearing license plate MXL 6699 in their driveway. Raina also stated Oscar Rosales told her that he was going hunting or shooting with friends. Raina observed Oscar Rosales to remove 2 long guns from a safe that Oscar Rosales had access to and was the only one with a key. Oscar Rosales removed the long guns and left in Raina's vehicle. Detective in Alvarado presented Raina a picture of the White Avalon, and she identified it as being the same vehicle that Oscar Rosales had picked up and was currently driving. Detective Alvarado presented Raina a still photo of a Hispanic male exiting from the white Toyota Avalon, shown in Corporal Galloway's dash camera video. Raina positively identified the person in the still photo as her husband, Oscar Rosales, as being the person exiting the white Toyota Avalon. Raina also provided detectives with Oscar Rosales' cell phone number, with whom she was in communication with on January 21st, 2022. Detective Alvarado was contacted by the medical examiner, Dr. H. Jarvis, who completed the autopsy of Corporal Galloway. Dr. Jarvis informed Detective Alvarado that the cause of death was a single gunshot wound to the left side of his face.
Thank you. The court does find probable cause exists in this case. I see that the state has filed a motion requesting a hearing for the denial of bail for a capital offense under Article 1, Section 11 of the Texas Constitution. At this time, that request will be granted. The court will docket a proof evident hearing in this case for February 23rd, 2022 at 11:30 p.m. a.m. Excuse me. At this time, the defendant will be held at no bond. Any other matters that need to be addressed before the court this morning?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, Judge, we filed 2 motions. Yesterday, we asked the court to read them and sign them, please.
Yes, sir. The court will do so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, gentlemen. The court is in recess in this case.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.